Hello, I'm Callum Houston, and this is my Unchained movie review. This time I'm looking at Lee Cronin's The Mummy from 2026, which stars Jack Reynor and Laia Costa. Mummy movies have become difficult. The last good one was Dawn of the Mummy from 1981. The Brendan Fraser mummy movies of the 90s I thought were absolutely atrocious. They weren't really even mummy movies. They were more like action fantasy movies. Well, I'm happy to say that even though it's taken 45 years, we finally have a half-decent mummy movie again. While I will concede that Lee Cronin's The Mummy is a mummy movie, a person does get put in an Egyptian coffin and wrapped up, there's no denying it's more of an Exorcist knockoff. It's a possession case, demonic possession of a young girl. And what a possession case it is. We see the whole gamut of possession motifs starting with puking green vomit and concluding with the transferring of the demon from one person to another. The movie involves a family, an American news correspondent and his wife and children living in Egypt. And one day the daughter, Katie, is kidnapped and not seen again for 8 years. She's found in a sarcophagus, a coffin that was in a plane that crashed. By then the family has relocated back to America. They get custody of Katie once again, but she's not the same child she was before. And this is where this movie really gets it right. Director Lee Cronin turns her into a grotesque circus freak. He doesn't hold back. She's a horrifying sight to behold. Cronin, who's responsible for Evil Dead Rise, certainly has a special creative gift for the creepy and the disgusting. This movie has some truly sick scenes involving the possessed girl. I mean, Cronin must be some kind of deviant to come up with the many diabolical ways of grossing us out he does in this movie. This movie is what I believe they now call action horror. It's the same as what Evil Dead has turned into. The Evil Dead franchise has turned into a showcase for up-and-coming horror directors. Fede Alvarez, who directed Alien Romulus, came from Evil Dead as well. A big part of the movie involves the infliction of harm on children, which is kind of a taboo thing, or has been in the past in cinema. But in this movie, it's on full display, especially in a shocking found footage scene involving the forced demonic possession of the missing child Katie in an evil satanic ritual. There's a subplot involving a female Egyptian police detective who's investigating the missing girl. I found she took up too much screen time. I didn't really like her, and her part could have been trimmed down considerably. Also, all of the characters, other than the father, are non-white, and it really gives this movie a foreign feel to it. The movie needed to be whiter. The message is evil foreigners represent extreme danger for the white man. But it really does succeed in terms of giving the audience gory, slimy, gooey eye candy. It's quite inspired in its depiction of evil. There are a couple of great scenes involving scorpions, and I took that as a dig against the idiotic Brendan Fraser mummy series, which featured one called The Scorpion King. What holds this movie back is its look. It looks animated, and not just the CGI stuff, the whole movie. It doesn't look real, like most movies don't look real anymore. But if it did, it would probably be far too frightening for most people, and would certainly get the NC-17 adults only rating. So that's my Unchained movie review for this week. Lee Cronin's The Mummy, starring Jack Reynor and Laia Costa. I'm Callum Houston. Thank you for listening, and please check in again for future movie reviews.